Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of The Finishing Blow. Kay Miller out here again to recap everything that happened this past week. And there's a lot of stuff. Like, I'm kind of surprised at the amount of stuff I have to cover. So, I'm going to start. On Sunday, and this is actually going to be killing two stones with one bird because I bookended the week kind of with it, but it's alright. I'm going to talk about the stunt people and their movie Death Grip. On Sunday, I wrote you guys an article about the fact that they're actually changing the name from Death Grip to Rise and Fail. Um, if you want to know the specifics of it, you can definitely check out their blog. They have like an official blog, which is really awesome, anyways. Check out like behind the scenes photos, footage, like you can see clips of fight sequences that they're doing. It's awesome. But they did decide to change the title. It's more of a lighthearted tone now. It's weird how the title itself can change the entire tone of the movie. Death Grip sounded like it was going to be a more serious movie, while Rise and Fail is going to be more of, I think there's going to be more comedic elements. I'm pretty sure that's why they changed it, so people don't get too confused about that. Um, but yeah, like I said, if you want to see the actual explanation, you can see some of the potential titles that they had in mind before they went with Death Grip and why they're changing it now. It's definitely worth a shot. So I'll be honest, I don't care what they call it. They could call it like, I don't know, I can't think of anything right now, but they could call it something completely terrible and awful and I would still watch it. But I think it's a clever play on words, rise and fall, rise and fail. I think it works. The first time you see it, you think you see rise and fall, but then you realize there's a dot on the I and it's not an L and it spells out fail. It's good. I like it. So, and also, I did update that post right after I did it because I found a teaser trailer for it. They made a teaser trailer for Rise and Fail, so you can kind of see the different tonal shift that the film has gotten. Continuing on with Rise and Fail, later on that week, I don't remember what day it was. It was like, what, Thursday? Wednesday or Thursday. I did a post for the stunt people because they are actually running out of funding. They are, again, they're kind of like this indie group, and so they don't have a huge, big budget production. They're pretty much working with what they can get. And at this point, they're doing kind of like a donation thing where they're trying to do a fundraiser and get $40,000. And um, what's cool about it though is the fact that like even though they're asking for donations, they give you a bunch back in return for helping them out. Like it's not just a one-way thing. It's not. I mean, they could have just been like, oh, give us some money and feel good about it. But they're actually giving out a bunch of cool stuff. And I'll just talk about like a couple of the tiers because I mean they go ridiculously high. But for most people, I think the $5 one is going to be just kind of like a general, like a thank you. But then you have the $30 one, which gives you a signed copy of a limited edition of the DVD itself when it comes out, and I believe a mention on the website, like a thank you on the website. $50 donation gives you those two things, as well as a signed photo from the stunt people, and a $100 donation, which I think is the coolest because I'm a nerd, gets you your name in the actual credits for the movie. So that's pretty awesome. Like you pay $100, get your name on a movie, and you're helping out the stunt people. But again, like the tier that you choose is completely up to you. I know that they would appreciate any money that they can get. And I mean, if you guys check out the Death Grip teaser or the Death Grip trailer or the Rise and Fail teaser, you'll know that like they're really putting their money to work. And I mean, they pretty much starve themselves for their art. So if you guys want to back a company, a group of people that are really talented, please donate for them. I know they'll appreciate it. So okay, so that's it for the Rise and Fail update for this week. I'll let you guys know if I find anything else out, but again, I know they appreciate some donations, so if you can, please. Moving on Monday, I posted a article about Jackie Chan's sex scene for 1911. Weird? Yeah, apparently he filmed the sex scene and then they cut it. And I'm not quite sure about the details of it, which that really sounds awkward. I don't think I ever want to say that again. But it's really rare for Jackie Chan to do a sex scene, excluding 1911 because we don't get to see it. He's done 2 sex scenes. One was in a film called All in the Family, which I have not seen. It's actually, I read about it, like in his autobiography, and like he completely regrets doing it. But like that was the movie that he was like, okay, I'm not gonna do sex scenes for my films. And for a solid, like what, 30, 40 years, he didn't. And the only other movie that he's actually done a sex scene in was the Shinjuku incident. And that movie itself is such a dramatic shift from like Jackie's standards. um, Jackie has a couple like rules that he tends to follow, and one of them is like no violence, no drugs, no sex. There's another one that he hardly ever does, but I can't really tell you because it kind of spoils the ending to the movie. But anyways, yeah, so he's got these like rules that he follows, and it's weird because now he's like not, I guess, breaking them. And I don't know if it's because he's getting older and he's trying to do more things with his acting ability, but it's just strange. Like I'm kind of curious just to see like why they filmed it, why they cut it, like if it's going to be a deleted scene and whatnot. But it does make me very curious because maybe 1911 is not going to be so bad after all if they're taking risks like that. But I'm going to stay skeptical until I actually see the film for myself. So, and then the other thing about that article, real quick, was the fact that like Jackie talked about working with the son, and it's really interesting. Because what, a couple weeks back I was talking about Bay Logan working with his son, right? But like Jackie actually was really against working with his son, and it had to do with kind of like his thought process, like I guess tradition, of like working with family members and things like that, like in the film industry. And so he was really stubborn against it. Like, he was like, I'm not going to work with my son. But after he filmed The Karate Kid, he saw Will and Jaden working together, and the director was completely fine with it. And Jackie started thinking, well, like, why not? What's so bad about working with your son, anyways? And I just thought that was interesting. That he got working on The Karate Kid is what gave him the idea to maybe actually work with his son. So I don't know. It was kind of neat, I thought. But that's pretty much the article that I wrote for 1911. Moving forward, I did a post about the teaser trailer for Kick. The Kick, I guess, the Thai movie that's coming out, Thai South Korea collaboration movie. There's a new poster for it, and there's a teaser trailer, and I gotta admit, I'm still kind of disappointed with it. And it's not the fact that like the teaser trailer wasn't good. Like, it looks good. I see the abilities of the actors and the actresses. Like, I can tell they're good fighters. But why is there still no footage? Like, why is it all just like this, like a demo reel or like a show reel? They still haven't shown any footage from the film, at least not that I've seen. But like, I don't know if it's they're just trying to like save all the fight sequences for the actual film experience, or what it is. But it kind of bothers me that they actually haven't shown any footage from the movie yet. Like, we've gotten a couple screenshots, but no actual like fight scene from the movie. And I think that's what's really going to get people talking about the movie, is like seeing like, oh, there's a scene in this and this that looks really awesome, I can't wait to see it. Watching people jump and kick things in slow motion can only do so much. So I'm still holding out on it. I know I've been like really skeptical of the Kick. It's just because I know that like that's a talented group of people, so I'm kind of frustrated as to like why they haven't shown anything yet. But anyways, check out the teaser for yourself and sound off on what you think about it. If you think I'm terribly wrong, let me know. It's always fun to debate. Sometimes it's not fun. That's a lie. Okay. After that, I think this next article is gonna be like the big one that I wanted to rant about. The Raid. Last week I talked about The Raid, and I talked about the trailers coming out and my slight worries with like Mike Shinoda doing the soundtrack and this and this. Alright, I got a whole new gripe with The Raid. And it's not the Raid itself. It's the fact that Sony Pictures is trying to do a Hollywood remake of The Raid. It's not even out yet. Like, the movie is not out, and they're already trying to do a remake for the film. It's just stupid. Like, it really is dumb. Speaking of dumb, they asked the director, Gareth Evans, if he would film the remake, and of course he turned it down so that he could work on a sequel. Why would a director remake a movie that he just finished making. Like, it's not like a 10-year anniversary and for like old time's sake. No, he literally, it's the last movie that he's directed, and you want him to film it again. Um, I don't know what Sony execs are thinking. If it's something that like they think, people don't want to read subtitles, and so they're gonna recast it and redub it, and it's gonna be good, because it's not. It's not going to be that easy. Like, the reason why the raid looks good is because of the hard work that the team put in, like Iko Uwais, Gareth Evans, the raid stunt team. They're working together, and their collaboration is what makes the raid good. So it's not going to be as simple as just like recasting the cast and redoing the sequences and adding bigger explosions. I don't think it's going to work. Could I be wrong? Very much so. But given the track record of like Hollywood remakes, it's just frustrating as to why they're doing it. And I mean, like I said, if it's a subtitles thing, it's so stupid. Like, people need to get over subtitles. They really do. There's two gripes I have. I'm gonna go on this random tangent and I'll come back, I promise. But the two gripes I have with people in movies are people who don't read subtitles and people who only watch in full screen. They won't watch a movie in widescreen. Those two things bug me so bad, more than anything else. But I don't know. Subtitles, come on. If you're watching a movie and I turned on Spanish subtitles, you would try to figure out the Spanish language as you're watching your movie. Like, your eyes just go to it. It's not like reading. It's not like you read The Bourne Identity if you turn on the subtitles. I promise. Whew. Okay. Was that enough of a rant on the raid? Man, last week it was so peaceful. It was just the soundtrack I was worried about. Now I'm upset because they're trying to remake the whole movie. But yeah, be sure to let me know what you think about that too. Like, if you guys think it's completely unnecessary, if you think it's a good idea. If I'm wrong, like, let me know. If you think it would sell better as a Hollywood film, let me know. It's, like I said, it's interesting to see people's viewpoints. Alright, what else do I need to cover this week? I did a review for The Warrior's Way. That's all I'm going to say about that one. But yes, it's posted, so you're welcome. Oh, and I did a bonus post on Friday too, or yesterday. Wuxia, that movie Wuxia that I've been talking about for the past, like, month or so, it's out on DVD and Blu-ray in Hong Kong now. And that's the thing I love about, like, Chinese films, though, is they come out so fast. Like, it's been like a month, and it's already out. So if you guys want to import it, I did give you the link. Now, be sure to know what region your player is, so that you don't buy it and find out you can't play it, especially, like, Blu-rays. I'd be furious if you dropped like $30 or whatever it is and it wouldn't work. So please make sure your region works, but if it does, they're already subtitled in English, so there's really no point in waiting if you want to get it like ASAP. But I don't know, I think it'd be cool, like, since now I know a specific date of when it came out, we can wait and see when, I think Dragon comes out, is what Weinsteins are going to rename it, and kind of see how long it takes, and you guys can see why there's so many instances where people import films. Whew. Okay. Otherwise, on Thursday, I think it was Thursday, I did post my fight scene, my apartment fight sequence. Feel free to take a look at it. I didn't make a big deal about it because, I don't know, I didn't think it was really like front page news. But there are 2 fights now, so the tab that says my fights actually is plural. I'm no longer a liar. I'm still trying to shoot for 1 fight a month. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, give it a read. Post in the comments what you think about it, if you like it, if you hate it. It'll be interesting to see some feedback. I've heard pretty much both extremes, so I won't be hurt too badly. I mean, I cry every day anyway, so the reason doesn't matter. I mean, it's gonna happen. Alright, well, on that downer note, I'm kidding, I don't cry every day. But yeah, that's it for the week. Hopefully you guys had a good week. I'm curious to see what the next week's going to bring, if we get any more news about some more films. Otherwise, there's a lot of interesting stuff coming up in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned, and I'll keep you guys posted as soon as I figure out exactly the details of everything. So, I guess until next week, thank you so much for stopping by. This is K Miller, and this week has been finished.